Very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Today I will discuss one of the most important poems of DAV Public Schools, class 7 standard. And today I'm going to discuss a very important, very significant of your sixth lesson, that is, a slumber did my spirit seal. And I think before starting the poem, we should discuss a basic summary, basic introduction of the poem, that is, A Slumber Did My Spirit Seal. First of all, this poem was written by William Wordsworth, and you all know that William Wordsworth was the great literary persona in the foundation of Romantic movement. And more important, from the point of view of your examination, that this poem was written in the year 1798 in Germany, but it was published in the second edition of Lyrical Ballads, not in the first Lyrical Ballads. It was published in the second edition of Lyrical Ballads 18. And very interesting to note, this in this poem we will find a rhyme scheme. If we read the whole poem, so we'll find that there are two stanzas, and in these two stanzas we'll find total 8 lines, and the rhyme scheme of this poem is A B A B C D C D. I think this is enough for all of you for the basic introduction. If you keep in mind such informations, I think you will get common in your examination. And let's have our detailed analysis on the title of the poem, that is A Slumber Did My Spirit Seal. Now, what is the meaning of slumber? Actually, the word slumber itself has two meanings. One is literal meaning and second is definitely inner meaning. So you must keep in mind, my dear students, that each and every poem contains two meanings. One is outward meaning, that is the apparent meaning, but that was not the intention behind the writing of any sort of poem by the poet. Actually, the poet poets to write the poem in order to give a lesson, in order to give a moral lesson, using some inner meaning, okay, using lots of rhetoric figures. So this particular title is also having a particular meaningful sense, a meaningful idea. So first, let's try to understand what is the meaning of slumber. Okay, slumber means deep sleep. We all know, but here actually slumber means illusion, a romantic illusion. Okay, so slumber literally it means a deep sleep, but in depth it means somehow illusion. Second is my. Here actually the word my itself suggests the poet William Wordsworth himself. That is the poet. That is the poet persona. Second is spirit. Spirit means soul. Okay, spirit means soul. That is the inner, the central part of a human life, the central part of a human being. And second is seal. Seal means block. Actually, what is there actually? The poet's soul is blocked by how? Now, by a deep sleep, by an illusion. So let's come one after another, so you can understand what is the significance of the title of the poem, that is A Slumber Did My Spirit Seal. So let's discuss the first line, the first two lines rather. A slumber did my spirit seal, I had no human fears. Actually, the first two lines of this particular poem show the soul of the poet. The soul of the poet was blocked by how? By a deep illusion, that is a death. Actually, William Wordsworth thought that death could never separate him from his beloved Lucy. For the poet, Lucy was immortal. For the time being, we should, I think you all know that who was actually Lucy. Lucy was the beloved of William Wordsworth. There was a tremendous love relation between Lucy and Wordsworth, but what happened? Lucy somehow got died. But William Wordsworth can't accept such harsh reality, and he actually thought Lucy is not affected by death. Lucy is not subjected to death. She will remain alive forever. She is immortal. But this type of romantic thoughts was actually engrossed by the soul of William Wordsworth. But what happened at a particular moment of time, William Wordsworth William Wordsworth's romantic thoughts was somehow broken, was somehow frustrated. That, and he ultimately came to such a conclusion: yes, all human beings are bound to, subjected to death. So that is why, in the very first stanza, in the very first four lines, William Wordsworth thought that all the human beings, his beloved Lucy actually, who was not unaffected to death. So a slumber did my spirit seal, I had no human fears. That means the poet's soul was blocked, and the poet had no fear of death because he knew that his beloved will be immortal. And next two lines of the first stanza: she seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. Here, earthly years means the moral existence, and the touch of the earthly years means immortal creatures. Actually, what is there in these two lines of the first stanza, that is the last two lines of the first stanza, so Lucy cannot be touched by death as she is unaffected by age and mortality. So basic idea is same. There is no such any difficult idea, roundabout way. The meaning is somehow going around. So now let's have a look on the last four lines. No motion she has now. That means the poet William Wordsworth came to conclusion in the second stanza of the first line that she has no motion. That means she is no more. She has no force. That means she has no life. She has died. So in the second stanza of the poem, the poet accepts the truth that Lucy is no more. She is motionless. She is lifeless. Next, she neither hears nor sees. This is very important because look, the using neither nor, that is also a particular clause. That means she cannot see nor hear. That means she has lost her two sensitive parts. What are the two parts? One is hearing and second is seeing. Next, roll down in earth diurnal course with rocks and stones and trees. Very important. With rocks and stones and trees means with all the elements of nature. That means the natural elements of nature. And second is diurnal course. Diurnal course means movement of its own axis. And no motion to no force means Lucy has no posture. Lucy has no movement. Actually, what is there in between these four lines? Actually, in the second stanza of the poet accepts the truth that Lucy is no more. She is motionless and lifeless. She cannot see nor hear. She has been buried in the earth, and she will assimilate into earth. And very interesting to note, my dear students, that one day she will become one with rocks, stones and trees that are a part of the tree. So like rocks, stones and trees, Lucy is also revolving around the earth. So what I mean to say in this particular poem, that the idea is very clear. In the very first four line, the meaning is that poet William Wordsworth thought that his beloved Lucy was not affected by death. She was immortal. She will remain alive forever. But ultimately, her illusion was coming to clear that yes, every human being is mortal, like her beloved also, and he accepted the truth that yes, that she is no more. So this is all about the poem. If you have any sort of problem, any students, please you raise your voice using on the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends who have not reached my YouTube channel. So thank you.